Norbert and Cedric. Norbert and Cedric. Yeah! Norbert and Cedric. 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 Norbert and Cedric.
What a theme tune!
What a great opening sting to start the show.
Oh, yes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Norbert and Cedric podcast. I'm Glen Davis.
Yeah, otherwise known as Cedric, and I'm Bob Golding.
Otherwise known as Norbert.
Yes.
I'd just like to point out to our audience at this point that Bob used to be the voices of Milo and Max in the Tweenies.
Oh, yeah, Fabberoonie, Uncle Glen. Sorry, Cedric. Yes, I was Max as well. No, but that was 27 years ago.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and Glen used to be, of course, Mr. Angry Pants in Bear Behaving Badly.
I'll get you, Bear.
Classic British kids TV.
Absolutely marvellous. So, what we like to do with all of our podcasts is start with a question.
Oh.
And we have a question.
Why are we here?
What are you looking at? Oh, that's ruined that joke.
Ask Norbert and Cedric a question.
So we're going to start with this question from Tom, I think it is, from Norwich.
Hang on, how does he know where to write a question to? Where did he get our address from?
He's got
I'm trying to promote our.
He's got our email address.
Email address,
yeah,
which is
norbertandcedric@gmail.com. Yeah. So he's written and he said, and this is one for you actually, Bob.
Oh,
Tom has said, when you were doing the Tweenies, were the costumes hot to work in?
Oh, I see. I see where we're going with that. Well, to answer it bluntly, yes, they were very hot, but I didn't actually wear one. That sounds rude. Well, I wasn't naked. I was just a voice. I was never in Milo. Let's rephrase that as well, because that sounds rude as well. Jeez, I don't think we're going to get anything done here, because everything sounds filthy.
So you weren't in Milo and you were naked?
I was naked and not in Milo.
Okay.
No, we were the voices, so there were 4 voice overs, or 5 actually, and all the characters had what we called skin actors.
Okay.
So they were in the costumes. And actually, it was quite a complicated filming and rehearsal process because, without wanting to bore anyone, do you think it's boring?
No, this is why we're here.
Okay.
We're here to bore people.
Well, so we did it in stages. So, week 1, we would go in as voiceover artists and watch the skin actors, who are the actors inside the costumes. They would act out the scenes, a bit like seeing a little sort of sixth form play, a little drama, little sketch. We watched them do it, make notes, and then we would voice it with them physicalising it as they just did, but they just stay quiet.
So the action came before the voice?
The action came first.
That's interesting.
Well, it created this weird thing, because we were all actors. The entire team of the creatives were actors. And so we sort of started this weird, I suppose it was sort of neurotic, a neurosis, called the actor factor, where you've got 2 actors playing one part.
Of course, yeah.
So that was quite a challenge for some of us, because some are more dogmatic people and as actors than others. You know, some are more, just relinquish the power.
But what would make more sense to me, and probably Tom, is the voice comes first, and then the skins would act against what the voices
They would do
are
a
doing.
mime show to us talking. But they know what's coming next because they've been rehearsing it for a week.
Oh, okay.
So they would rehearse the scene all week. We would be off learning songs with the musical directors.
Right.
And in that first week, they would do the acting, the drama. And then we would come along and go, move out the way, hold me beer. I'll take it over here. Which did create a little bit of a friction at first, because they're like, hang on, I've created this business. Now you're coming in and getting all the laughs.
Did you always have the same Milo and Max skin actors?
Yeah,
always the same people.
Yeah, because they developed their own physicalisation of the interpretation of the character as well, which is kind of part of the creative process at the beginning. It's really lengthy.
So how long would it take to record one ep?
Oh gosh, we never ever recorded one ep as such.
No,
it was like we did them in groups of. I can't remember.
I think we did the same.
It's 27 years ago.
We did them groups of 4. I think we did.
Yeah,
we did 4 episodes a week.
I've got a funny feeling it was 6 because ours is shorter than yours.
Yeah.
When you did Bear Behaving Badly.
Yeah.
So Tweenies were, I think, 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
Or 18 minutes plus the music and bits and pieces. So
in a week you would record 5 or 6 eps?
Yes, I think let's say 6.
Right.
6 episodes. Again, it's fading now to plagiarise
Well, we're a lot
Alex
older
Lowe
now.
as Clinton Baptiste. It's gone in my memory. But there were about 6 episodes that we did at any one time in this process. So that the first process, watch the skin actors do their thing. We voice it, they mime. Then they would go off and get their costumes on for a shoot day. During which time, in the early days, we'd pre-program as voice artists the face movements of the characters.
Oh, that's right. I remember
So
you
we
had
would,
to do
because
that, yeah.
Wally, our sound engineer, recorded all the lines whilst we watched them do it. Then he played it back to us, and we'd have to use these funny little PlayStation controls to move the heads, move the mouths around, which was brilliant. I mean, we got another skill.
Yeah,
It was called
yeah.
the PAC control, Performance Animatronic Control. And it was, I mean, a wonderful man called Neil Scanlon invented it. He was now doing Paddington. He designed all the stuff
Oh,
for
really?
Paddington in the
Oh,
West
okay.
End, and
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
gone on. He just finished on Pig Babe in the City.
Oh, yeah.
That was around the time, 98, 99.
So how long did the packs last before you realised this is too much of a arse
Because it
fight?
was just so much time. So we were, I mean, as it was, we were there 6 days a week for, 48 weeks of the year.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work, and it wasn't really cost effective. So
How did
dumped
you
it.
then change the mouth moving?
We dumped it
And the face
to,
moving.
well, they dumped it, the producers Ian Loughlin and Will Brenton and Helen Cadwallader and Carl Woolley. They made an executive decision to dump that process of pre-recording them head movements, and we did it live. So once they shot the cameras, all the voice artists had their responsibility for their character in that room at the same time. Now sometimes we played 2 characters,
Right.
so we had to employ another person to come in and animatronic control that extra character.
Oh, so you
'cause we
still
couldn't-
use the animatronics?
Yeah, so we would take our primary characters, like my primary character was Milo, obviously, and then Max, he would come in occasionally, read stories and do little scenes. Someone else would come in the studio and record that.
Okay.
But it's even more convoluted than that, actually, because then we added locations
Yeah.
to the filming. So we would be off in, we went as far as Tenerife and Jersey and right up to the Hebrides and Scotland and obviously local to where we were. A lot of what we shot, for some reason, was down in Kent.
Right.
I think it's because the
Down where?
location manager in Kent. I said
okay.
Kent. The location manager lived in Kent, I think. So
Oh, that'll be it.
yeah.
That'll
So
be
he nipped out of his lunch break and went, "Oh, this will do." They said, "We're all going to Kent." So we did. But that process was really different. So we would most of the time pre-record the dialogue without knowing the movements that were going to happen.
Okay.
And then we get guests in, and it was all scaled down. And again, in that first series, we had hand puppets. Now, us voice actors, myself, Colleen Daly, who was Fizz, Justin Fletcher, who was Jake, and Sally Pricek, who was Bella. It was only Sally out of all us that really had done a lot of puppetry
Puppet
work.
yeah.
So she was teaching us, and it was reverse scan, which means you obviously you don't look up to look at your character; you look down at a TV screen. But it was it was so complex, Glenn, and it took so long again. And we couldn't puppeteer. You can't just suddenly learn a life skill, immediately.
No.
We did have a bit of training, but not enough.
Yeah.
And if you hold these puppets weighed a ton. If you hold your arm up with nothing on it, you only last about a minute, if that.
So why couldn't you just use the skins instead of the puppets?
Because when you go out in the big wide world, all the scales
it's
were
a
different.
different scale.
So
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
adults in the costumes in the
Right.
studio. All the door frames were like 9.5, 10 feet.
Oh,
You go to a
okay.
real room, it's all 7 foot. So
Right.
it's 2 foot difference.
Okay.
So it was really complex. But
So the
they-
puppets had to be scaled down
for outside.
for real life,
Yeah.
essentially.
So what then happened was, after the first series, they dumped the kids being in the real world, and just made it the taller characters, Max and Judy.
Right.
They would always do, "Oh, here I am in Tenerife. Look, I'm on the beach. Look at the sun going down."
they're
there."
adults.
They're adults, and
Right.
so the scale worked a bit better.
Yeah,
so
okay.
again, you just use a smaller actor,
Yeah.
5 foot or 5'1" or something,
Yeah.
for the big adult character. So it worked, but it's not an easy question to answer. But I know the original question were they hot? They were hot. They had fans in them originally.
Oh, did they?
In the heads,
Really?
But then you could hear that on the studio floor, whirring away. But they had a lot of breaks, so we just used to shoot in like 15, 20 minutes. The skin actors would come out looking dishevelled and sweaty.
I can imagine.
And they had, we had an on-site masseur who would come along and give them, because these heads weighed a ton as well. So
Right,
it was a really convoluted, never been done before type of live action stuff.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thanks, Bob. Tom, I hope that cleared it up for you. It's a very concise answer, Bob.
I love it when you do recording because you sound like a geography teacher.
Oh, do I?
Okay, Bob, thanks for that. That's lovely to hear. You don't talk like that in normal life.
Shall I go revert to norm?
No, well, I'm Norb. Oh, this is too much comedy.
It's not
Honestly.
even comedy, though, is it?
Thank you.
Okay, I'd just like to say at this point
Oh.
that Bob and I have known each other this year for 40 years.
Oh.
We went to college, well, Bob started in 1986.
Correct.
And I'd already done a couple of years, and that's when we first met. And we went on to do, we had a theatre company, didn't we? We did that for
Back to Front Theatre Company.
Theatre company. And
I feel like it's a lie, though. I don't feel like it's 40 years ago. Because
No.
I'm only 29 now. I
Yeah,
don't
and
know
I'm
how
17. So
yeah, exactly. If you're 17, mate. If you're 17. No, it has gone... I know it's obvious to say that, but it has gone so quickly.
Yeah, but it's been quite fulfilling. There's been some
4
moments.
decades, Glenn.
Yeah, I know. You don't have to tell me. I'm part of it.
I've had 3 wives in that time. 4 kids.
4 kids, 3 wives.
Wow.
Anything else?
Well, quite a lot else, actually, but you forget that bit, don't you?
And I have had no wives and no kids.
No, well,
So-
that's not surprising. Look at the state of her. Look at the state of her. No, I mean, we went to college. We went to North Arts College, didn't we? In
Yeah.
Hitchin, in Hertfordshire.
Yes, and I'm still there. Not at college, but in Hitchin. And
yeah.
you've
Sorry, yeah.
you've moved about a bit.
Yes, I've been all over the bleeding place, but they were heady, halcyon days. Weren't
Salad days, absolutely, yeah.
they? And you know, as teenagers, which is what we were. That's crazy.
I was never a teenager
No,
at
actually,
college.
you weren't a teenager. Why were you so old?
I don't know. I wasn't that old. I was 21 when I started college.
So what were you doing hanging around with all the teenagers is what I want to know.
I was at college. I had to.
So probably to back it up, so you left it a while before you got into training for drama and stuff, didn't you?
Absolutely right, yeah. I left school and I was a landscape gardener.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
And then I was a painter and decorator. I was shit at all these jobs. Absolutely terrible.
And had you done like drama and acting at drama clubs at school or
No.
anything like that?
No, not
Nothing?
at all. No, absolutely not. And what happened is one day I was unemployed and I was down the pub and I genuinely thought to myself, what am I going to do? What am I going to do in my life here?
Yeah.
You know, because
What, after landscaping a garden?
yeah, and
Does that
painting
mean you were
someone's front door.
shoveling dirt?
I
and
was
digging
cutting
holes?
grass. That's what I was doing. I was grass cutting. Yeah, that was my landscape gardening.
Did you work for a firm, or
Yeah.
was it one bloke going, right, Glenn, you're with me? For
It was a
6
firm. It was a small firm, but it was a firm. And actually, when I left school, I got a job straight away. A lot of my friends didn't, so I was sort of in the money, you know, and everything was cushy. But it came to a point where I did a few jobs. 4 or 5 years later,
Right.
I genuinely thought, what am I going to do? What am I going to do?
Yeah.
And this drama course come up in, actually it was not the Hitchin one, is there one in Turnford or something like that, or Hoddesdon I think it was. And there was one in Hitchin, and I couldn't be bothered to go to Turnford, and I thought I'll just go to Hitchin.
That is so you.
It is so me, and
I
very
can't be asked to travel that far.
Exactly.
But isn't it closer to where you
Probably
grew up? Buntingford,
is,
were you?
it's probably closer, but I just couldn't be bothered, and I knew where Hitchin was because I'd been there before.
Right.
So I just went to Hitchin, and I didn't even do an audition. Basically,
Really?
yeah. I don't know if you remember a guy called Brian Foreman.
Yes.
He was like head of department there,
Yeah,
I
he
think
gave us
was.
sex education at college.
Did he?
Oh, yes, I've got a story about that. I'll
Not
tell
for
you
me.
later.
Is this the naked Milo thing? No.
No, nothing to do with Milo. No.
He was head of department, and he had a look round for the guy who run the course, and he couldn't find him. He said, "Okay, Glenn, we'll see you in September. If you like us and we like you, we'll go with
You're
it."
joking me.
And that was how it went.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And
And I
I'll tell
did.
you why it's ridiculous, because I had to do a fucking day's workshop.
Yeah, I know.
I worked my arse off. We had to think up adverts.
I think if he had found the guy who run the course, I would have had to do it too. But
You're right.
he was probably up the swimming pool or something, you know.
Kirk Foster.
Kirk Foster,
The
yeah.
wonderful
yeah.
Kirk Foster.
Kirk Foster, yeah. So they said come back in September, which I did, and pretty much the rest is history from my college days.
That's crazy that you didn't even audition.
No.
And I thought about this the other day because what year would that have been? 83?
84.
84.
Yeah. When
Okay,
I
which
started.
is 3 years before I started in 86. And
Well, it's 2 years, isn't it?
Oh yeah, what am I talking about? I said 82.
Three.
That's what. Oh, I'm getting maths. 3 things. 1, I'm not good at maths. That's it.
2.
Really? Yeah. No, I really should steer away from comedy.
Really should.
Oh dear. No, but I had to. I remember I'd already got into a college in 86. It was June. I'd left school. I was still 15 actually.
Yeah.
I wasn't 16 until the August of that
Yeah.
of that year.
August
It
the
was the same
15th.
every year. Yeah, August 15th. Thank you. And so I got into a college called Kingsway Princeton in King's Cross, and then in August, late August. So I'd already thought I was going there for 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
My parents got a letter saying, "Sorry, we've overquoted. We'll take you definitely next year, but we can't take you this year."
Oh, really?
Because I was one of the last people to audition.
How have I've known you 40 years and I didn't know this
You didn't-
story.
Well, I didn't know you'd been gifted a place on the course either.
Well, they recognise the
decades.
talent, I guess.
Yeah, the smell of talent. No, so I'd already got into this place, and I thought, and my parents thought, like, fuck, are you going to stick around home for a year? So you got to get to another college. So my cousin, who lived in Royston, had heard about a guy called Rory Reynolds,
Oh, God,
who did a
yeah.
summer college or something, for the
Yeah,
Bancroft players in Hitchin. And she mistakenly said, I think he runs a course at Hitchin College. Of course, it wasn't Rory, it was Kirk.
Right, yeah.
So I phoned up, my parents phoned up and said, look, are you still doing intakes for September? And they were just in the last couple of days of signing off on it. So they said, yeah, you'll have to come tomorrow, though. So Dad, bless him, drove me, we lived in North East London, in
Yeah.
Chingford, drove all the way up to Hitchin, and I got there at like 9, very nervous, and I was there, and the actor Sean Gallagher, who I've just seen a couple of nights ago in A Midsummer Murders.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's doing really well,
Yeah,
Sean. Lisa Donoghue, another girl from college, and 4 or 5 other people. Steve Aston.
Oh, God.
Lovely
Oh,
Steve.
bless Steve.
Yeah. This isn't going to mean anything to anyone, but basically people that got onto the course. We spent the whole day doing drama workshop auditions. I got in and they said, yeah, you start in September.
Right.
And I don't think when I first started you were there. I think because that was the year that you got into ALRA. 86.
Yes. Oh, yeah. It
So
was.
actually,
it was.
I didn't meet you until like October, November because you decided it wasn't for you.
Yeah.
I'm telling your story. Here.
Being lazy again.
You couldn't be
Couldn't be asked to get out of bed and do that shit. So I came back to Hitchin. No, you're absolutely right. I came back to Hitchin to sort of cruise through the course that I'd already done for 2 years.
That's it.
And that's when we met.
Yeah, that was the first time I met you, and you had 3 rings on your fingers. And I said, "What are the 3 rings for?" And you said, "One's me wedding ring, one's me engagement ring, and the other
me
is
suffer
suffer ring." Yeah, that's the height of comedy that
What?
this podcast will get to.
What a dick I was.
Was. Well, we're back again, and
Hello.
yeah, I should probably point out that we record this in my sort of home studio here, and in this studio we are surrounded by some lovely things.
Some very much memorabilia of Bob's work as Eric Morecambe.
Well, it's not necessarily my work; it's Eric's work, and also I'm sitting right next to Tommy Cooper's actual fez, one of his fezzes, which I managed to find online.
That's amazing.
I bought 2 of them. Yeah.
They weren't called fezzes, though, were they?
What originally?
No. That isn't a fez per se, is it?
That's a fez, isn't it?
Is it? I thought there was another.
Have you got
No,
some trivia about that hatwear?
I haven't, but I should have, and I will
Can
have.
we edit one in now?
Yeah.
Edit point here.
Now. Bob, yeah, I've just looked it up, and the word I was looking for is tarbouche, but apparently, or tarbush, whichever way you want to say it, but apparently it's the same as fez. So ignore everything I said. Thank you.
That's fascinating, Glenda.
Yeah. Well, I knew I was right, but I just didn't know why. But now we've.
Brilliant. Well, as far as I know, they've always been called fezzes, but
Yeah.
yes, I've got one of his fezzes, which is quite cool because it's got sweat marks around the inside of it.
Yeah.
Which he obviously put there in 1955.
Clearly.
He didn't physically go, I'll just put some sweat on this. So I should do a show about Tommy
it's
Cooper.
Tommy
shouldn't I?
Cooper.
Yeah. But yeah, so we are surrounded by nice things that are all to do with British comedy, and we do love British comedy, don't we?
Absolutely, we do. And I think at some point we should show our audience the lovely things we do have here.
Yeah, we will get around to. I've got Eric's ukulele that he had from a little lad, and a pair of his glasses, which the iconic pair, famously, Robbie Williams bought online a couple of years ago when Joan died, sadly, Eric's wife, at 97. They sold all the stuff from the house. There was nowhere to put any of it, so they just auctioned it all off. And Robbie Williams, do you know how much he paid for Eric Morecambe's iconic glasses?
No.
20 grand.
No.
20 grand for a pair of
Shut up.
specs.
Really?
Yeah.
Mind you, they're iconic, as
But
you
you
say.
know, if I was the family, I'd say we've got 7 pairs of these. Just so happens. 'Cause I mean, 20 grand's a lot of money.
For a pair of glasses, it is.
See, I bought a little a job lot, if you will, from that auction, just of some little things like ashtrays from his office. I quite like having that in my office, and included in that were a pair of his reading glasses. So I've actually got a pair of his Eric Morecambe's glasses.
But they weren't 20 grand.
No, it was. Well, I've told Nikki I spent 80 quid, but I think it was more like 1,800 quid.
She might listen to this.
Oh shit! We'll edit.
It's a ew. Well, that's. You're right.
Sorry, no, me back.
Bob's got the old Farmer Giles.
I didn't want to say that on air, but yeah, we'll move on swiftly from that.
Fact of the week, fact of the week, fact of the week.
Here's a factoid for you.
Go on.
This is bizarre, maybe not.
All right.
In fact, I'll give you the setup and see if you can work it out.
Oh God.
Okay. If everybody in the world was to pair up and play rock, paper, scissors,
Yeah.
how many people would you have to beat to be the champion of the world?
That is a ridiculous question.
It is, but it's
What,
there
you
to be
know
answered.
the answer to it?
I sort of do, yeah.
So how many people are in the world?
Well, 8 billion, isn't it?
is it that many? I thought it was 6 billion.
No, it's nearer 8 now, and it might even be over 8.
It's a lot of people. So
Although that might not be the where I've got this factoid from. I think it was about 7.5
so
billion.
so 3.5 of those people.
Well, 3.
3.5.
Oh, 3.5
billion.
billion. Yeah, or 3.75
Don't
billion.
make me do maths. We've already established I can't do maths. So
How many? Okay, have a ballpark figure. How many people do you have to beat to win 8 million
8 billion
out of 8 billion people? Yeah.
I mean, so I've automatically halved it.
Yeah.
Because there's only there's
Absolutely
2
right
people
thing to do.
for everything to
Yeah.
do. So let's say that's 4 billion.
Yeah.
So your law of average of winning.
No, but you win them all. You win them all.
So what's the question?
How many people would you have to beat to be the champion of the world? To be the winner out of 8 billion people?
Quite a lot.
Remembering you're winning them all. Okay. Well, because if you don't win them all, then you lose and you're out. So it's not even a question, is it?
So everyone's losing against me.
Yeah. And you
How
win.
many
How many
times?
times do you have to beat each
mate.
competitor?
I mean, would you be offended if I say I don't give a fuck?
I wouldn't be offended, but I know that's just your way out of not
All right, I'm
wanting
just
to guess.
I'll chuck a number at you then.
Okay.
3 billion. You've got to win 3 billion of them.
You're a fucking idiot.
I know that.
Well, you know that half of it is 4
We're
billion.
already at half. Because
So
it's
you know
9
that's-
billion people. That's 4 billion.
4 billion.
Yeah, so it's got to be a little less
2
than
billion.
that.
1 billion.
Half a billion.
Half a billion.
See, you're even getting bored of this fact
I
yourself.
really am. Because I
What's
just
the
thought you'd
answer?
have a guess.
Tell us the fucking answer.
Is that your final guess?
No, because you've just called me a fucking idiot
Well,
on air.
So
not 3 billion.
No.
I'm going to say you've got to win 20,000 times. That's all,
okay.
and you'll be champion of the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far out am I?
The answer's 33.
33 what?
You win 33 times.
No.
Yes.
That's my lucky number.
Well, you should have guessed it then, shouldn't
Is
you?
that why you asked me that?
Yes. Exactly why I asked you it.
Sake.
33, 34 times.
Holy macaroons. That's all out of everyone on the planet.
Absolutely right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know some people who just wouldn't play.
No, well,
I mean, there's obviously, you're not taking into consideration disabled people who have no arms.
children who don't want to play, or too
Children
young to
would
play.
love, they'd be
no,
up for it,
like
wouldn't they?
1-year-olds.
Well, they would.
Kids.
Yeah.
They're not going to play,
Old
are
people.
they? Old people.
So are you taking the...
And you, who gives a fuck. So
Is this what we're going to do with trivia every
it's
week?
probably pared it down to about 4 people.
That was Glen's trivia moment of the week.
I've got a better one if you want it.
Go on.
Another factoid.
Oh, he really has. He really has
This
got
is
one.
This is our factoid section, okay?
Okay, factoid.
And after this...
Factoid section.
If you earn $1 every second, how many years would it take to have more money than Bill Gates?
You are obsessed with maths.
Well,
First of all,
I'll just
why are
throw
they
the
all
factoid.
maths related? Why can't it be
Well, I'll find something
nature?
less maths related.
Can I take a science and nature? Well, I suppose it is science, isn't it? Look at the size of that spider on the wall there. Look,
Huge.
that's big, isn't it? Oh, right. So, go on. Hit me again.
With that same question?
Yeah.
If you earn $1 every
Every
second, how many years would it take to have more money than Bill Gates?
How much money has Bill Gates got?
Well, that's
Is that giving
part of the
away
deal,
part of
isn't
the... Well, he's a billionaire, isn't he? Let's assume he's got...
and some.
He's got $2 billion.
Let's assume that, shall we?
Okay. How long would it take to get that?
I mean, he's got more.
A dollar a second divided by 60, 24 hours, 52 weeks.
The thing is, you just got to guess because
33.
you're never going to work it out.
33.
33 years?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, absolutely not.
3 years.
No.
333 years.
No. It has no relevance to your favourite number.
Okay.
Okay.
Not
Shall I tell you?
interested anymore. Go on then.
2,921 years.
Factoid of the week.
Bidding bong bow. Hello, we're back again.
Oh, you went all Irish on me there. Hello. Hello.
Not that we went anywhere, but
Well,
we're
no,
here anyway.
we're still here.
Okay, Bob, this is a question I'd like to ask you,
Go on.
and hopefully future guests. What was the first record you ever had
Oh, God.
or bought?
Yeah, I can answer that straight away. Oh, actually, no, there is a sort of sub-question to the question.
Oh, is
Do you
there?
mean single or album?
I meant the first one, so whether that be a single or an album.
Oh, I see.
Or both, please.
Okay. I can give you both, but the only reason I'm sort of doubting it is because I can't remember what came before the other one.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Okay, let's go with the album. Jeff Hurst's war theme movies. It's so uncool.
That is the last thing I...
No, is it Jeff Hurst? No, he played for England, didn't he?
Yeah.
No, it's... Oh, what's his name?
They think it's all over. Oh, it is now.
I didn't mean that. Jeff Lowe? Jeff... I'm going to have to research it.
What was the title
So
of the
it
album?
was famous war themes.
Of course it
war
was.
film themes.
Yeah.
So I can name all the, cult...
Why would Jeff Hurst be producing that?
No, it's Jeff someone. Jeff Love? Jeff... Oh, I will come back to you on
Okay,
it.
I'll-
So that's my first album. It's
Okay.
from Woolworths. It was in the bargain bucket. I think it cost 25p.
Jeff Hurst. Great.
It wasn't Jeff Hurst. I'm always getting names wrong like that. I've got another story about that. I'll tell you about that
Okay,
later. But,
can't wait.
But my first single, which it's actually a bit cooler and I'm really proud of, is Ebony and Ivory, Stevie Wonder, Paul McCartney.
That's not so bad.
Brilliant single. I've
yeah.
still got it. I've got.
Have you got the actual disc?
I've got the actual disc.
Oh, brilliant.
I've got all my childhood records actually.
That'd
I've
be
still
worth
got the
about-
Jeff Hurst one. He didn't even know he did it. But I hasten to add that this Jeff, who I'm trying to remember, was the conductor of the orchestra.
Oh,
But he
okay.
did all that stuff. It's not Jeff Hurst.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I don't think it's even Jeff, is it?
Jeff Love. Jeff. No, it's a name.
Is it? Well,
Obviously, it is a name.
We'll
but,
get back to that.
Yeah, but he's well known.
Well, that's
for
good.
that. Yeah.
Well, my
on.
first... Actually, I can't remember the first album. I think I remember the first album, but my first single, which is pretty cool,
Because you're older than me.
because I'm older than
You're
you.
7 years older.
Yeah,
Am I allowed to say that?
well, you did.
Oh, she's giving me a look.
But we've already worked out that I was at college in 1984 and I was 21. So
1807. Yeah.
my first single was T-Rex, Children of the Revolution.
That's very cool.
What?
That
Come
is
on.
cool. But it's also cool, though, don't you think? Because Mark Bolan, he died young.
Yeah.
So
But
that makes it cool.
do you know who produced it? Jeff
me a minute.
Hurst. it wasn't Jeff.
I don't think he did.
I remember
think he
buying an
wanted to.
album off a guy in Buntingford where I went to school, and it was Human League's Reproduction, and that's when I first become a...
Was that their first single?
No, that was the album. That was the
Oh.
album. And I bought it off him, I think, for £3 because he wanted a beer or something.
Yeah.
And
And you were earning money as a landscape gardener?
this was actually before I became... I was still at school, was
Yeah,
I?
it would have been, of course.
I might
Because
have-
we all got into music, very young, didn't we,
Yeah,
in those days?
yeah.
Because there was nothing else to do.
No, actually, I couldn't have been at... I was down the pub, so I could have been at school, but
Okay.
essentially I probably was working. So £3, Human League, Reproduction, and that's when I become like a big fan of Human League,
Very
who
cool.
I'm going to see in Hitchin in August.
No way.
Got tickets.
The original lineup: Phil Oakey,
Yeah, I mean, they're all really old now.
Pepsi and Shirley. No, not Pepsi and Shirley. That was Wham.
Phil Oakey, Jeff Hurst,
Yeah,
Pepsi and Shirley.
and Bear from Bear Behaving Badly.
Bear, I'll get you, Bear.
Oh no, he's off now. That's it. We've started him. Actually, I know we're jumping about here, but can I just ask you about how you got the gig?
No.
For Bear Behaving Badly.
No, you absolutely can't.
Okay,
No.
well, you'd have to kill me.
No.
Fair enough.
Actually, what happened is Daryl McQueen, who were the production team,
Yeah.
they asked me to do a voice over for one of their other shows, which I can't remember what it was now, and it was essentially a dad standing at the bottom of the stairs going, "Oh, come on, you've got to go to school now, you've read it, come on, come down the
Where's he
stairs."
from? Was it slightly northern you went there?
He started off northern, and then I realised he wasn't northern at all. It was
okay.
just me.
Surprising you got the fucking job, to be fair. Jesus, he must have really liked you. What
They had
else
already
was going
booked me.
on?
They had no choice. And that's how it... So it wasn't even envisioned. It was just a job.
But they'd come up with the concept of the show first already, obviously.
What, Bear?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this wasn't Bear. This was a
No,
different show altogether.
But they already had Bear as a back burner, did they?
Yeah, because Barney Harwood
Lovely Barney.
used to do a thing called Smile on a Sunday.
That's right. He presented it.
He presented it. And Nev the Bear was in that.
Yes.
And then they wanted to do...
Oh, it was a spin-off show of live Saturday morning
yeah.
TV. Yeah.
And then they wanted to do, where do Barney and Nev live? And they'd have a landlord or a caretaker, as it turned out to be. Originally, I was a landlord in the pilot episode, which I don't think exists anymore. I'm not sure if it does.
Wow.
So I did actually 2 or 3 jobs for Darren McQueen before they decided to ask me to do Mr. Prank.
And what had they done before? What might we know Darren McQueen Productions from?
That's a very good question. I can't remember the shows,
Jeff
what they were
Hurst
called.
sings
Jeff Hurst
the
sings war songs. No, there was one about a pizza. Can't remember what it was called.
Right.
There was
they'd
one
done-
about a radio show. Can't
And this
remember
was
what it was called.
CITV, wasn't it? Or was it BBC?
BBC.
Oh, it's BBC.
Well, BBC, not even CBBC then, was it?
No. Oh, no, there was CBBC first.
Yeah.
Then CBeebies spawned
Oh,
off that.
CBeebies was after that.
Yeah, 'cause
which is
that's
who
preschool.
I did Topsy and Tim with, CBeebies.
Yes, of course.
So yeah, they had employed me in various different roles, and then when I decided to do Bear, they asked me if I'd like to play Mr. Prank in as the caretaker.
Yeah. It was a cameo role.
My agent said you'd probably get 4 or 5 eps out of this. It'd be lovely.
Oh,
and I
nice.
said, yeah, okay. 73 episodes later.
Lovely.
Well, 72
How
now.
many
They had
series?
to cut one episode out, but, which I'll talk about later.
Oh.
4 series.
Wow.
Well, it was essentially 3, but they cut the last one in half. So
Amazing.
yeah,
And you loved it, didn't you? I remember you doing it.
I loved every minute of it.
And correct me if I'm wrong, you were a young man when you first started on it and got considerably older during the series, didn't you?
Didn't we all though?
No,
What's-
but didn't something quite dramatic happen to your appearance
No,
during it?
No, not at all.
I'm alluding to something here which I'm wondering if you want to talk about or
Oh,
not.
okay.
You used to dye your hair, didn't you?
No, absolutely not.
You used Just for Men.
No, Prank was always a grey-haired old man.
Was he?
Always. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just being personal and getting
I'd never
rude.
dyed my hair. Not for that show.
Oh, but in your life you have.
No, for various shows, but not for
This is
that.
getting awkward now. I'm sorry, you've always had beautiful hair.
Thank you
Glenn.
very much.
Both of them.
But what's quite nice now, of course, is if I go in a pub, like we did the quiz the other week,
Yeah.
and people recognise me, but of course now they're all 25, 26-year-olds.
Yeah.
when they was all 5, 6-year-olds when it originally come out. So it's quite nice now walking about, oh, Mr. Prank, do you want a beer? I go, yeah, of course I want a beer. I've entertained you.
So what years were Bear on then?
We started in 2007.
Oh.
And we did it for the following 3 years. And then it ran for about 10 years on TV.
It's so strange because our careers have been quite different, really, haven't they?
Yeah.
And that was the nearest we ever got to properly working together.
Tweenies was years before
Bear,
Bear,
well, we
it?
conceived it. Well, I say we. It was Will and Ian's concept.
Yeah.
In '98, and we did a load of workshops on it, and then it aired in September of '99.
Oh.
And then we finished.
Oh, so it was 8 years before.
Yeah, but we finished it all in 2002.
Oh.
But there were still spin-offs, and I was very lucky because we were the last ones at the BBC to get a sort of decent deal, payment-wise for residuals and that.
But that was still running when I started Bear.
Yes, it was still airing.
Yeah.
And then we had, which we'll talk about another time, the unfortunate episode which referenced Jimmy Savile.
Well, that's why I said there's only 72 left of Bear and not 73.
Oh, there was
because
another.
There was an unfortunate reference to Rolf Harris.
We'll be talking about really uncomfortable things in the next thrilling episode of the Norbert and Cedric podcast. So I should probably... one thing we haven't talked about yet is when we first decided to do this podcast, I mean, obviously we thought, who the hell is going to find us interesting?
Yeah.
And then we thought, no one. But we've got nothing else to do, so we thought we use the time that we've got to have a bit of time together as mates. Yeah. Because it's been 4 decades.
Always fun.
And so we had this conundrum about what we're going to be called, and we did sort of start off by going, and at the risk of going down a different darker avenue, of calling ourselves orphans.
Oh yes, of course, because we are.
Because we are orphans now. I lost my mum in January of this year.
Yeah.
My dad 2 Novembers ago, 14 months before mum. And when did you lose your mum?
Mum was about 5 years ago. Dad was about 10 years ago.
Yeah, Dad. Your dad, Will, I remember. Bill,
yeah.
Sorry, Will.
Bill, yeah. So, yeah, we did think, Norbert and Cedric, orphans. Or Bob and Glen, orphans.
You said only orphans.
Only, yes, because I was going to go
only orphans.
Only orphans.
Only fans.
Which I quite like.
Yeah, but I thought it just slightly would encourage the wrong kind of audience.
Or
and
the
also,
right kind of audience.
We'd be really disappointing. Maybe we're disappointing anyway. But we did, so we sort of toyed around with it. But we went with Norbert and Cedric in the end because... Well, for good 20 years of the 40 years that we've known each other, you always used to call me Norbert for some reason.
I'm not sure where it came from. I don't know where that came from at all.
And
perhaps I couldn't say Robert.
My retort to you was Cedric for some reason.
Yeah.
So we already had this thing, didn't we?
Yeah,
we did nothing with it.
Well, we did Landlord of the Rings as Norbert and Cedric, didn't we?
That was, how many years ago was that?
Don't know. You're
I'm
going to
guess
I'm
at
terrible.
2010, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
We did a comedy sketch about the Lord of the Rings, but we called it the Landlord of the Rings. It was a landlord.
We should probably explain why we did it.
Go on then.
No, you carry on.
Oh well, I can't remember.
That's why I said you carry on. Well, somebody asked us to do a short sketch at the beginning of their website to drag people into their website,
wasn't it? Yeah.
So they wanted, can you do this? Get some faces in it, make it funny, and then while people are on the website, we'll then drag them into whatever they were selling or whatever they were doing on the website.
They wanted us to do several, didn't they?
I wrote about 4 more, and I think you had a couple up your sleeve as well.
Yeah, but in the end, we went for this parody of Lord of the Rings. A man who was completely obsessed with Tolkien and looked like Gandalf.
Yeah. And it's out there somewhere still, isn't it?
It's not in public domain. I want it to be because actually it was really
Can we not
good.
We
had lovely Roger Lloyd Pack as our Landlord of the Rings.
I think I was the last person to direct him.
Yeah.
Before he sadly passed. I think that's true.
Yeah.
Might be right.
Lovely.
We had
Roger.
Ches Hawkes in it.
Chesney Hawkes as Legless. I mean, looking
because he
back
was
now,
drunk, wasn't he? Because he was legless.
Legolas. Yeah, but was legless. And wonderful Max Laird as our Gimli dwarf.
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
I think he'd had a skinful that day.
He had, I believe.
And we had a lot of fun. Sarah Jane Honeywell was in there.
Sarah Jane, of course. Yeah.
And no, it was a really nice little
So it was
sketch.
about a 2-minute sketch, something like that. Was it?
And we went under the name of Norbert and Cedric.
Norbert and Cedric. That's when we first used it.
Yes, of course.
So it seems sensible to keep that going.
How the years fly by.
Haven't they just?
But suffice to say, of course, it didn't go anywhere. So it was just like many projects that happen in this industry. It all just, they fizzle out. But not.
Well,
through
somebody
lack of-
paid us to do it and bought it off us, so it wasn't even
paid
our.
quite a lot of money, I seem to remember.
Yeah,
Do you remember?
we earned. Well, I mean, I don't think we
It was
earned a great deal.
quite a
out of
few
it.
£1,000 for the whole thing.
But they never used it.
No.
And I tried, I think I said to you at one point, tried to get it back so we could have it and we could show it and we could do it. But I don't think it's ours to.
Well, it's a very
use.
short sketch. Was it 10 minutes or something?
No, it
wasn't
wasn't even that. I don't
Wasn't
think.
it?
Oh, it might have been. I can't remember. But
Yeah.
but it'd be nice to be able to get it back. I mean, I've got it, but I'm not allowed to do anything with
Have
it.
you actually got a finished
Yeah.
edited version?
Yeah.
Because the wonderful James Compton, Jimmy C, did all the music on it, and I have to say the music on it was brilliant.
I think it was. I mean, it was great for what it was at the time and
He's
for
a
what we
bloody
needed to do.
genius. He was the keyboard player with the darts. Did you know that?
Best left hand in the business.
Yes. What's that?
I don't know. It's what you used to say, but
I thought you were singing a song. Best left hand in the business. I wonder what you said there. We should probably qualify that, meaning as in he's very good at the bass lines with his left hand on a piano. Best left hand in the business. Weirdo. We're on the home straight. We're on the home straight. Glen is my mate. We're on the home straight. Oh, a little burst of energy there, Glen.
thank you. It was great.
See,
I really enjoyed
every time
that.
I have a cup of coffee, I have a little spurt.
You haven't had
Let's-
a cup of coffee.
Oh, that's the point. How have I got that spurt then?
Maybe we should wrap it up now and go and have a cup of coffee.
Let's have a cup of coffee.
Well, that was great fun talking to you, Bobby.
Shut your face.
We'll do it again next week. Remember, if you have any questions, please send them in to norbertandcedric@gmail.com, and we will do our best to reply to as many or the best of the week.
But until then, look after each other and ciao bellends.
Ciao, bellends.
As they say nowhere. Ciao, ciao bellends.
Bellends, ciao.
Norbert and Cedric. Norbert and Cedric. Yeah! Norbert and Cedric.